decluttering. I've been working on this, and last year I made a huge amount of progress. But this year, after Christmas, as is normal for a lot of people, I'm sure, I sort of slipped and I haven't been as good about making the progress. So I thought what I would do is share a few things that help me get motivated and address some issues that began my dedication to really getting the upper hand on this difficulty. Having a cluttered life, too many things, everything at loose ends. At the beginning is to realize that there's a lot of shame involved in this problem. You may not realize it. You might. I realized it when there were times that I couldn't allow myself to do things because the clutter was too much. I couldn't have people over. Sometimes my family didn't like coming to my house for the holidays. There were just a lot of things. And there were times when I found myself concerned about asking people over. I didn't want people to come over because I didn't want them to see my clutter and my mess. And there were always times that even when I cleaned up, there were rooms, please, don't go in that room. Of course they went in that room. Of course the kids delighted in showing them that room. That super junk room, which is right now one of the nicest rooms in the house because we fixed it up, we renovated it. And the reason we were able to renovate it, because I went up there and I started pulling out all the stuff that had accumulated, going through it, getting rid of trash, getting rid of trash bags of clothes. It just had become the catch-all of the house. So when you want to start decluttering again and you want to be invigorated in your decision making of getting rid of it, go ahead and remember that you had that shame. And shame is lame. That's horrible. Yeah, but it is. It cripples your mind. It cripples your abilities to do some of the things you wanted to do. It's a financial liability when you know you have something up there somewhere, or maybe it's not in a particular room, you know it's somewhere on your property, or you know it's somewhere in the house, but you cannot for the life of you find it. So what do? You go out and buy another one because you have to have it. You have to use it, whether it's a tool, whether it's some supplies, things that you have. Who knows where you have it? You don't know where you have it, and so you're out buying more of it, and financially that's money that's could be spent on something else. So what are some of the antidotes? Face the shame. Face how you feel. Face the burden and just say, yeah, this is crippling me and I want to be free from it, and I want to overcome it, and I want to enough that I'm going to take the baby steps. And that's really what is involved with overcoming this kind of problem. You take a step every day. That's one of the biggest victories that I had, is I made sure I took a step every day. And every day I did something that got rid of some of the problem. So whether that meant going through things, whether that meant a little box of things. And I had a determination when I did try that step. It's like you pull out that box, and sure enough, at some point you're going to be stymied. You're going to have your things that you're going through, and one of the decisions you want to make is, if at all possible, I'm going to finish this one job, this one box. I'm going to make sure that everything either has a place, or a decision has been made about it, or at least if I couldn't make a decision, it's going in a box of things I couldn't make decisions about. And for people who have problems with clutter, we have attachments. We love to hold on to things for sentimental reasons. We love to hold on to things because, oh, I'm sure I can fix that someday. I'm sure that I will make something out of that. I'll need that. And, you know, that might be true. But we have to have a timeline on this. And we need to have some honesty that we're either really going to do this project or this craft or whatever, and we're going to have a finish point. So some of these things I've talked about in some posts, and this is just a pep talk. Have you slipped? Have you never gotten to the place where, yes, you're really going to declutter? Well, take a look at, do you have shame? Are you crippled in some of the things you wanted to do? Okay, now you have a place to start.